Alright, you guys, apologize for the terrible lighting. But the sun just came up and I have officially already done my laundry, gone to the gym, and now I'm on the way to take Keter to his animal doctor appointment. Not because he's sick, just I keep him on flea and heartworm prevention because we live in such a shit neighborhood where so many dogs aren't taken care of and there's a higher possibility of communicable diseases. Also, parasites in young children aren't really something that go together, and I don't necessarily like it, but I don't think that alternatives like apple cider vinegar and garlic are safe or necessarily completely effective for animals. So that's that. I have to go pick him up and then we will walk to the vet. Pre-gym snack. What are you doing?
I can't work out with you videotaping me.
Well, why do you look so sexy?
You're crazy.
Hey, come on, babe. I want to get more views. Look sexy for me.
No. Right now.
You're such a stick in the mud.
Huh?
You're a stick in the mud. Do a pull-up or something.
I cannot do it with you. I can't do it with you videotaping me.
What you got there?
I don't know. What does it look like?
It looks like my coconut. And having breakfast in my gross old peanut butter jar. Bananas and turmeric water. Oh, and I wanted to show you guys the bedroom. So I actually made the bed. We never actually do that for reals. So here's the bedroom. It's quite small, but bedrooms don't need to be big, you know? Here's our closet finished with everything hung up in it. Our other closet. Plenty of shelves. The trim hasn't been done yet, so you guys will have to wait for the beautiful trim work. And I'm just super stoked to have my clothes not inside plastic containers stuffed underneath the bed. It's really improved the quality of my life. Thank you. Cheers. Hey guys, it's Tuesday, which means it's Q&A, and this is the first time that I'm filming in our soon-to-be functional office space, and there's a little bit of an echo, so hopefully that doesn't mess up the audio quality too much. Today's topic for Q&A is dental health. And that is the topic because I'm going to the dentist to get my teeth cleaned today, which is something that I have done religiously every 6 months for the last 3 years. When I first moved to Hawaii, I had been eating a vegan, high-carb, predominantly raw diet for like almost 4 years. I started eating this diet when 30 bananas a day was pretty much the only resource. And on 30 bananas a day, they were very fast and loose with oral hygiene. It was all like, oh, it's not natural to brush your teeth. It's not natural to floss your teeth. It causes more damage than good. When I came to Hawaii, I also hadn't had my wisdom teeth removed and they had developed cavities. So I started seeing a dentist here locally, and yes, I do feel like he's like at least 50% inept. And the other 50% is just trying to make money off of me. So it's hard for me to listen to him and take his advice. But at the end of the day, I also don't want my teeth to fall out. Some other people in the natural health world are very adamant that having cavities in your mouth, which leads to having a lot of bacteria and bacteria exposure in your mouth and your digestive tract and your bloodstream, is really not good. So from what I've gathered from listening to others in the natural health movement, as well as my own experience, is that having cavities taken care of that you may have is important. Any cavities that I was dealing with when I moved here, I had filled with the composite filling, which they say can lead to higher risk of needing a root canal down the road, but it doesn't contain mercury. Although it does contain formaldehyde, so it's like you have to decide whether or not you want to be pickled or mercury poisoned. I also did have my wisdom teeth pulled out. I was 24 and 25. I had them pulled one side at a time because I couldn't afford to have them both pulled at the same time. I had that done. I didn't use any anesthesia, except they numbed me with probably lidocaine and then just pop those fuckers out. Everyone was really concerned. They were like, oh my god, you're gonna have this done awake? Oh my god, you should go to sleep. You'll be so scared. It didn't hurt at all because they had numbed me. It was a little creepy because I had a small Asian man wrenching down on my jaw trying to pull my teeth out. And yes, I could hear it being ripped from the socket, but it is what it is, and it went just fine. I drank a lot of turmeric tea after the fact, and I never had any swelling. I didn't have any bruising. It was a totally fine experience. And there's nothing wrong with waiting until your wisdom teeth are fully erupted. I think when mine were coming out and the gums were wearing away, it did get infected once. I treated that with a paste of turmeric, put it on there, it totally cleared it up. And then like 5 years later, I ended up having them pulled once they had really developed cavities. And they developed those cavities because I was eating so many goddamn dates. It was a mistake. I know there are some in the natural health world that are under the belief that if you have cavities, you can do oil pulling, take vitamin D3, and supplement with calcium and other minerals. None of that has been proven effective, okay? And supplementing with D3, which is a fat-soluble vitamin, as well as minerals, which are not easily cleared from the body, is, in my opinion, pretty dangerous. And doing this is very likely not going to remineralize your teeth. As far as oil pulling goes, it's probably one of those things that, like, it might be helpful, it's probably not harmful. You can try it if you want to. The bird is so loud. Try it if you want to, see what your experience is. I tried it, doing it every day for about a month. I noticed pretty much no difference, although, you know, my teeth looked nice afterwards, but they, generally speaking, look nice after I clean them. And I do wonder if the beneficial part of it isn't just swishing around a mixture that's highly concentrated in your own saliva for 20 minutes. But with these types of things, prevention really is key. So you want to take really good care of your teeth and your gums, and there are ways to do that without drenching yourself in disgusting chemicals. My routine, I brush twice a day. In the morning, I use a manual toothbrush and I scrub with that one really good. In the evening, I use a Sonicare electric toothbrush because it is just awesome at getting rid of plaque. I use an all-natural, fluoride-free toothpaste. This one is one that I really like. I have used several tubes of this. It works great. It does contain vegetable glycerin as an ingredient. There's a little bit of controversy about whether or not vegetable glycerin actually makes your teeth sticky for plaque, but I haven't noticed that happening, and my teeth have been really clean. My dentist is always very happy with how clean I keep my teeth. Now and then you can either brush or swish with baking soda, but it is quite abrasive, so if you use it too regularly, it can actually erode your enamel. Generally speaking, I will do a very fast brush with this or swish it just to get the pH of my mouth in a more neutral place. I also floss every night after dinner. I use a vegan floss because I know that some floss can contain cat gut, totally horrendous. And I think it's also important to have a mouthwash. The mouthwashes like Listerine or other alcohol-based mouthwashes, and I know that Listerine makes a non-alcohol wash now, and I don't approve of that either, but the alcohol exposure can increase your risk of mouth and throat cancers, so it's a really good idea not to use the alcohol. It also completely decimates the bacteria colonies in your mouth, and it's important to have healthy natural bacteria colonies. Those are colonies that will actually help to keep your gums and teeth healthy. So you want to not completely eradicate them, but you do want to control the amount of bacteria in your mouth. So currently I use this gum tonic. I'm not sure this is the absolute best one available out there, so I would actually really like to hear from other people about what they use for mouthwash as well. No weird chemicals, no dyes. It does have a little bit of alcohol in it, but I'm literally only using like 2 or 3 drops of this for a decent amount of water and then swishing that around in my mouth. And in case you weren't thoroughly convinced on the importance of hydration, you want to make sure that you stay super well hydrated for dental health, because you need to be nice and hydrated and your body needs to be producing copious amounts of saliva. So that saliva stays on your teeth and gums at all times, prevents really harmful bacteria from overgrowing, keeps the gums healthy, prevents periodontal issues, and generally speaking promotes health all around. So stay hydrated. Okay, so I am now on my way to the dentist. And like I said, for the last 3 years, I've been going fairly religiously because I hadn't been to the dentist in over 10 years. I had some pretty big cavities in my wisdom teeth, but those got pulled out. Now, I did have smaller cavities in between a lot of my teeth, and what my dentist agreed to do was keep a close eye on those and fill the ones that looked like they were developing, and then we could ignore the ones that looked like they were either stable or actually remineralizing. Now, most of those have stayed stable, so I've only actually had 3 or 4 fillings of the cavities between my teeth, and the other ones, unfortunately for now, have to be monitored by x-ray because my dentist does not have the most up-to-date technology. Welcome to the Big Island. So I have had 3 dental x-rays in the last 3 years, which genuinely sucks ass, I'm not gonna lie. This year I am gonna have 1 more done, make sure that those cavities are staying stable and that I'm not doing the steady march towards having to have root canals. And then after that, I'm going to wait 2 to 3 years between x-rays because that level of radiation really isn't cool. Although when you stop and think about Fukushima and Hawaii's relative closeness to that, you kind of realize that we're all kind of radioactive by now. Okay, I hope this was helpful. I'm gonna go get dressed and I'll see you guys later. Dinner tonight, first course is summer rolls, and this was really simple because I just rolled up our standard salad. There's the rest of it. And some summer rolls to snack on. I'm quite hungry and exhausted. Second course for the evening, we have delicious potatoes with delicious baked beans. Nutritional yeast! I forgot it. Oh my god. Where is it? Where is it? Don't let her eat my food.
It's raining, Patchouli.